Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll start now. Okay, I just asked you to check the Gantt chart. Maybe I don't know whether you checked the Gantt chart or not. Just I want to make sure that everyone has to understand the Gantt chart. So I'm just giving Gantt chart is two types. Okay, single based project Gantt chart and a multiple based project Gantt charts. Okay, this whatever you are seeing now on the screen, that is a single project or a service or whatever, but it should be a one project. Okay. So when you are following normally this Gantt chart generally followed in through Excel. Okay, the y-axis will be like a project name and the project process inside the process. Like if it is a manufacturing industry, in y-axis, uh, beside to this planning stage, before one more axis will be there, column will be there. So that names normally X project and uh, implementation follow-up. This is single based. So here, x-axis, you can see the time domain. Okay, January, February, something like that. Quarterly based, few companies will follow, and a few companies will follow based upon week-wise, and few companies will follow based upon month-wise. Okay, whatever I'm showing, this is month-wise and quarterly-wise. Okay, so example, if any project start any automobile project, so this generally it is short period, like three months they plan, 6 months they plan. So it customized any vehicle. So how this project is going, whether in planning stage they took 3 months, plan their research. Okay, whatever customer they give requirements. So parallelly, end of this second month or starting of the third month, design people will start the particular design. So whatever the input comes from the research department, so they will give to the design department, and they will inspection stage, that is July month, starting of mid of the June to July. So this is a single base project. So generally this single base project Gantt chart, you can see only very big companies like Boeing, all those things, because that manufacturing, generally we call that time is lead time, technical term. So that lead time they will calculate in 6 months basis or 1 year basis. Similarly, the same projects like software industry, they'll follow similar kind of charts in Gantt, in Excel. So, but that would be like annual basis, sometimes big projects, 2 years basis. But this is like a single project Gantt chart. Similarly, if you have any multiple projects, okay, somebody Wipro or some manufacturing company, they received orders from different customers. So they will keep that project name as some X or project 1 2 3, or if it is automobile companies like Rolls Royce car model 1, different model 2, different model 3. So these three models, they will project name as I informed earlier. So in y-axis they will mention project name. So preceding by that, here generally sometimes they will keep this place next to project names. They will keep department names, because they need to follow based upon the department. Example, uh, fabrication or machining, everything is goes well in project one. You can't see any red line. But if you see in project two, most of it red line. It indicates that sometimes it is a delay. If it is shows yellow line, it is going to machining or shortage of fabrication, something is going wrong. So in that time, so they will mention with the yellow line. So it is like alarm. So some concerned department head or department company CEO or general manager, they will give alarm immediately, and same information they will convey to the customer. Instead of giving this particular delivery in the end of the June, it will going to delay one more month. So if you don't follow up this like this, you can't at the end of the June, customer will come to the factory. Maybe the chance of delaying of last month one more extra week. So this kind of follow-up chart then every company is needed, and they are following this kind of multiple chart, Gantt chart, pie chart, all those things. Okay, so now we'll go ahead for forecasting. I hope all of you received unit 1 material. Yes, are you there? Anybody?
No.
CR?
Sir.
You just check my mail. I have sent yesterday itself.
Yes, sir. I received it.
Okay, just forward to them after class, after
Sure,
the
sir.
class. But it is in third unit. So, but it is very useful. I just want to make sure that, because it is sometimes you can easily understand if you see in first unit related to the topic. And so now we'll go at the second unit, forecasting. Okay. So what is forecasting? Anybody?
By a present situation, using survey, thinking about the future. So
Okay, good. Any in general, so many will forecast from starting from so tomorrow I have to wake up morning 5 o'clock forecast. Hello?
Sir.
Yeah. So any other definitions, or what we see generally forecasting in our daily life?
Prediction.
Yeah, prediction. So forecast is nothing but prediction based upon previous data. Okay. So the startups, before starting their company, generally they do ideation, and they do market analysis, they do forecast, and how my product is going to fit in that market. All those things they will forecast before starting any company. If it is small company, it takes for setting up any company, it takes small, then 3 or 4 months. If it is MNC kind of thing, it will take 1.5 to 2 years just to understand how customer mindset. So that forecast will take around so much time in MNC companies. Okay. So in that company or any service sector, we do generally the forecast production stage and the inventory and personal facilities. Okay, so before starting our topic, we'll just do some exercise kind of things. Predict this next numbers one by one. Rule number 68 is there?
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Not visible. Now?
Yes, sir. Now we are able to.
Yes, sir. Okay. So rule number 84 is there?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just give me an answer of A.
0.7, sir.
Okay. Rule number 31 B. Remaining guys, you just think on C. $62. Give me the answer of B. Give me the answer of B. B. Answer B. What is the next preceding number? We have to do forecast, right?
12.5. Hello.
C is attendance here.
Hello.
Yeah, I can see rule number 17, lateral entry 17 is present. Give me the answer of for B.
12.5.
Okay. Rule number
62.
rule number 28. Rule number 28. Give me the answer of C. Rule number 94. Give me the answer of C. What is the next number?
9.0.
Okay, that's great. 12.5, 9.2. Yes. So what we did here, we just
Predicted.
predicted and forecasted. Okay. So what is the next number? Okay. So, but all those things are you can give you are giving the answer based upon previous data. By doing the analysis of with the based upon previous data, you are predicting. Okay, there's nothing but forecast. What we the definition of forecasting. Okay. In general, forecasts are almost always wrong because we forecasted something but throughout the day we forecast very different things such as weather, traffic, stock market, state of our company from different perspectives, right? And virtually every business attempt is based on forecasting. Not all of them are derived from sophisticated methods. Okay. And however, best educated guesses about future are more valuable for purpose of planning, then no forecast, and hence no planning. So now we'll see the importance of forecasting, why it is forecasting needed for any company and any each and individual organization and sub department. In finance, if you see that they will do the forecast of cash flows. So if they want, if any company want to invest any other buy the any shares or give every quarterly, you can see that Economic Times, all these kind of papers, they publish their quarterly cash flows or profit, how it is getting up and down. You can understand from that financial sheet. Okay, so this all based upon the sheets. Generally, every company they do market survey, and shareholders generally they will think whether I need to buy extra more shares, or if I need to sell the shares based upon the forecasting only. That's why that all share stock market is running present days. If you see daily, suddenly it will go up in the bull market, suddenly it will go down some phase. That based upon outside situation, they will predict what is going to happen in outside the market. Okay, not only the sheets. If you see that outside political things, if anything goes changes from the election time, all those things suddenly anticipating hiring needs. Okay, if as I said, initial classes, aggregate production planning. When I have to hire the more employees, when I have to fire employees. So these kind of decision based upon the market analysis, or generally we called as technical term forecast. We are in that. So based upon that, I need to get more projects. For that, I need more human resource, means employees. That's why nowadays in most of the industries, firing is starting. Means they are removing the most of the employees wherever they don't forecasting of how it is important in human resource. The production. For production people, forecasting is very, very important. Either if they want to keep more uh, for going to start, as I said, initial planning is required. So based upon planning, they will get the requirement list from PPC. So based upon PPC uh, input, they will start recruitment, production people. Okay. So if somebody, so generally in June, July, most of the people goes to vacation, all those things. Most of the hotels, they started extra uh, uh, procuring of raw material, all those things. But suddenly, due to pandemic, the inventory is piled up. It's getting more. But there you can see huge loss for the food industry. So why last coming? It's based upon inventory. So the forecasting is needed in that area. But sudden changes, we can't do anything. But based upon previous data, at least they should able to do the forecasting. Even it is in industry also, it is very much needed. So, and workforce and material. So demand, demand is not only variable for interest to forecast. Okay, and manufacturer also forecast worker absenteeism, machine availability, material cost, transportation, and production lead times, etc. Okay, it, in industry generally they do keep one or two employees for extra because we don't know whether if any welder or a machine person is not able to come, so the complete mission should not stop. Okay, so that is the main intention. They will always keep contract employees or contract welders. So if anything person is going to take leave or something, they will immediately call the subcontracting person, contract person, and once regular employee comes to same job, so immediately they will ask him to leave for manufacturer. Okay, and material cost. So this is very important. This example is raw material like aluminum or copper. Okay. So every at the end of the December, every manufacturing gives a double production. Okay, because end of the year they to achieve that profit, they need to start prior planning. Okay, so they will try to start get more material, raw material in June itself. So now suddenly some issue happened. Example, you take this COVID. Okay, now few of the customers they will say like we don't 2021 finished goods or semi-finished goods or raw material we procured or company procured for that particular project is completely get it will get inventory for that company. So that you can see that how much cost and example if you take the 1 lakh rupees of material you're keeping in inventory, so per month into 10 percentage around annually it is around again 1 lakh interest to the company. So that can be avoided by doing proper forecasting. So besides demand, service providers also interested in forecast of population, weather, and etc. So types of forecast by time horizon. So this time horizon, like few projects or few forecasts can be done in based upon product wise or company like industry wise or service wise. Okay, so simple. If you go to and I'm telling one example. After that, I will ask you like examples of these three. Okay, short range forecasting is like there are some process which can be done within short period. Okay, uh, like to take a service changing that wheel. Okay, if you have any problem in the wheel, if you go to that uh, Ford or any showroom, they will ask us to wait 1 week or maximum 10 days. Okay, because that particular customized vehicle tire is not available, they need to get it done or get it bring from the factory facility. Yes, forecast uh, like data collection and all those things. Okay, so I want you to tell like what other examples for short range forecast. Okay, usually for less than 3 months. Any other
Se-
you get?
Seasonal fluctuations, sir. Seasonal sales will be there, no, sir.
Okay,
Uh,
next.
And if you consider weather forecasting for a period of time, like for about 48 hours, also short range.
Okay, okay. So one more example for medium range forecast, more than 3 and less than 2 years. Any other student? Roll number 19. There, 19. Okay, I just want to see you all your faces once. Can you just switch on your videos? You just listening or you just keep attending and keeping aside? Just switch on your camera. How many are listening? I just want to see. Yes, CR.
Sir,
Just switch on, ask them to switch on their cameras. Just want to know whether they're just starting the class and keeping the mobile or laptop aside, or I just want to see because what happened? I can't see any student space here. Okay, 84. Next. So shall I take attendance now? Okay,
Yeah.
better I need to take attendance in this. Starting two forecast will be like starting run the projects, and if any deviations or it is actual manufacturing process, uh, detailed forecasting can be done in these two. But last will be like only design of system. You can't see any work in this area, but only the forecasting and the future manufacturing process, how is going to start, all those things can be decided in these 2 years in long range forecasting. So new product planning only. Okay, but in medium range, the sales production planning, and in short range forecasting, like job scheduling, worker assignment. So this you can see the physical work forecasting, and these forecasting again classified as two. Like one is qualitative, and one more is quantitative. So qualitative, like it is like general forecasting. We get the uh, executive members like hierarchy, like CEO kind of big experienced people, their market analysis, whatever happened in the previous data and experience, they will share in executive judgment. Based upon that, they present for present managers and shop floor people, they will forecast their material or process uh, further proceeding manufacturing stages. And also this forecasting can be done in sales, force, composite, and market research survey. We generally every product before launching, they will take 1 or 2 months for only for research survey in questionnaire wise. So you people have did product design, right? Product design studio and foundations to product design. I've seen most of the phases in design uh, projects. They used to come to PDS lab. Yes, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
have? Yes, yes. I've seen many few, right?
Product design studio.
Yes. So before starting any product, you just used to go to market survey outside 1 week. So that data normally before you will get make some questionnaire. That questionnaire similarly in any company also. For you it is a simple file. For them it's a crores of rupees. So they will take around 1 2 months, or big industries like they will take 2 years. So that's why the previous slide, long range forecasting, 2 years they will take only to design of system. In this system, they will forecast a market survey, customer analysis, all those things can be done in this long range forecasting. And Delphi method is something updated one. Like they won't directly depend on this executive judgment, sales forecasting, or market survey. They will take as a benchmark for uh, future forecasting, but they also directly those who are going to deal that department. So those people, they will directly do the market survey. Okay. So we'll briefly discuss here the executive judgment. Opinion of a group of high-level experts or manager is pulled. As I said, many of the companies, the market, uh, those who are in higher positions, they have already gone through the so many obstacles and how the market run. All those things they might have seen. Those people, executive people, they will give previous data or experience to share present GM or department head. So that will be a one more data for the company. And next one is sales for composite. Each regional salesperson provides his or sales estimates. So those forecasts are then reviewed to make sure they are realistic. All regional forecasts are then pulled at the district and national level to obtain in overall forecast. See, if it is launching in international wide, they will generally every big MNCs, they have continental heads and country head and state heads also. Okay, so they won't directly depend on continental head, because you can't estimate a normal a district people. There are a person sitting in one place, very small village, and how what he need exactly, a country head can't decide. So that's why they will do the analysis in very narrow and stage wise, like from top to bottom level. Okay, and they will do the uh, analysis whether it is realistic or not. Okay. And market research surveys solicits input from customers pertaining to their future purchasing plans. It involves the use of questionnaires, consumer panels, and test of new products and services. Okay, whom are going to use what they want, all those things can be decided in a questionnaires. So those questionnaires again they will make in house of control. There is a quality house. Okay, in that quality house they will whatever the questionnaires they prepared and the answers whatever they received. Generally every company has there is a one quality house. So there is similarly whatever we discussed in Gantt chart, here also there will be a x-axis, y-axis, and above one more triangle will be there. So that triangle will is a correlation factor. So in ethics, those who have studied, maybe I don't know whether they have uh, shared this quality house to you or not, but that is a simple tool for to decide after getting questionnaire feedbacks, all those things, how I need to start, what design, what is the design constraint, and what is the important needs for the uh, customer. So that is a good tool. It will be useful for any company. So further process. If you have free time, you just type in quality house. Okay, so that is useful for in future for not only for industry, it is useful for your higher education. Those who are going for higher education. So the Delphi method, so as I said, is updated one. So as opposed to regular panels where the individuals involved are in direct communication, this method eliminates the effects of group potential dominance of the most vocal members. So here we generally any companies there will be a department marketing people. Okay, they are not technical people, just they know how to talk and how to convince the customers, but realistically it is not happen when it comes to manufacturing. So they will agree with the customer, I will make everything for you, and they will get the order and they will directly dump to the manufacturing people. But finally when you are doing the product, actual difficulties can be identified only that particular department people. So simple example I'm telling, this is we faced in 2013. So this marketing people, they received order from Russia. So there is the motor. Generally, we used to make a vertical motors. Okay, so the motor height around it will, as per their estimation, so it is around 5 meter height. Okay, so after we manufactured the complete product, when we started to deliver and when we are transporting to Russia, there is a tunnel in Russia. So after the tunnel, the factory will be there. So the tunnel height is around 6 meter height. So sorry, 4.5 meter height. So but my motor already it is a 5.5, so I can't move this motor from this tunnel. So what we did after so many negotiation with the government, they hire one more helicopter to move that only this motor to from this side to another side of tunnel. So this is extra uh, money to the company, or only the lack of knowledge from the salespersons. Okay, that's why most of the big companies in that when you are there, when they are getting their market orders, when they are taking orders from customers, from each and every department they will call parallelly with the marketing people. Okay, and they will start the negotiation. This is very important when any company. Okay, otherwise these kind of problems will arise. So that's why most of the companies they will directly involve the department heads in when they are taking orders. So that room we called as war room in industries. Okay, so typically the procedure consists of following steps. Each expert in the group makes own forecast in form of statements. Okay, this it means example that company they are going to give some order. Okay, so once initial data are received from customer, they will start to analyze before going for order negotiation. Okay, so they may ask project uh, total cost around 1 crore, but these people, each department, they will go with their values. Okay, raw material this much, next department machining this much. So based upon this, the finally um, marketing people, they will add extra profit and they will give that order cost. Okay, that's how the negotiation works. Okay, the next one is the coordinator collects all group statements and summarize them, and the coordinator provides this summary and gives another set of questions to each group member, including feedback as to the input of the experts. So this role plays by a company GM. Okay, the coordinator will be a GM here. The above steps are repeated until a consensus is reached. So this is simple forecast during the life cycle. So the x-axis will be the time, and you can see the stages, forecasting stages. Introduction, the sales team will get involved, and the growth, the quality models will work. And in here, the input will be like the executive judgment, market research, survey, and Delphi method. All the inputs will get, so the product will be like very high. The time duration. Okay, and when it's reached to the growth level, the qualitative models will come. Okay, so here forecast will be very less, because once we reach to maturity level, here maturity level means the production almost we started. So once after starting the production, there is no need of much forecast, because after getting feedbacks and planning everything, the forecast can, it's not required. That's why when time is prolonged, so that forecast will be declined similarly. Okay, that's why you can see this paraboloid curve. So here, there are 4 stages here: introduction, growth, and maturity stage. So after that, it will get declined. Okay, so now we'll stop here. So till now we discussed, I'm just summarizing the definition of forecasting and types of forecasting, and importance of forecasting. And there are 3 types of stages, like and those we discussed very detailed types: short range forecast, medium, and long range. And we discussed in that quality and quantity. So quality we discussed today. Tomorrow we'll start quantitative. Okay, quantitative will be like mathematical solutions. We'll start tomorrow. Possible, I will try to use board, or I will try to give through PPT. Is it okay? Any doubts? Students?